Alright, just got down here to a spot on the eastern shore, and there's a water snake basking. It is alive, but it's got part of its tail missing. I don't know if that could be from a snapping turtle, or hard to say, but other than that it looks healthy. Cool. Snakes are out. Second water snake of the day. Alright, and right here we got snake number 3 of the day, another water snake. It's probably the biggest one so far today. It's pretty windy out, but it's in the high 60s. So I think that's helping stuff. That's cool that stuff's out basking. I'll take it. Alright, here's snake number 4 of the day. Northern water snake. This one's healthy looking, looks like he's had several meals in him. But stuff's out basking. Like I said, this wind doesn't bother him, so pretty cool. Alright, so snake number 5 of the day, and finally a new species. He was coiled up right here, and I couldn't tell if it was a racer or a rat just by the way he was laying, but handsome subadult rat snake. Come here. Good looking. He's just, it's not fungal. These are probably just blistering from overwintering, but he more than likely was overwintering right here in these rocks, and he's just still hanging close to the den, but there's probably still plenty of things for him to eat over here. So pretty cool. I wanted to see a rat snake today. This is usually a pretty good location for them. But hey, come here. Awesome. I'll take it. Alright, so I got a few pictures of this guy. I'm just going to put him exactly right here where he was coiled up. He's probably going to go down into those rocks, but that's awesome. Alright, so just at this one spot right here, we have 5 snakes and 2 species. So stuff's out, stuff's basking, so let's keep moving. Alright, a little bit far away, snake number 6. That's a pretty decent sized water snake right there. That's definitely the biggest one we've seen today. So even with this wind picking up, snakes are still out. And then I just glanced over right to here, and there's an even bigger water snake. At least this one's thicker. Awesome. So that's snake number 7. There are some huge water snakes over here. I think that's because this area has a lot of really big bullfrogs. So these guys are just chowing down on them during the warmer months. That and the bullfrog tadpoles that are pretty big too. But yeah, this one is huge. Awesome. Awesome. Pretty cool. There's a bullfrog and 2 5-line skinks. Here's skink number 4 of the day. This is a decent size, I think male. Not quite full grown yet, but getting there. So a guy just flew past me on the trail on a bike, and I was like, oh great, he's gonna scare any snakes away. But there's a really pretty garter snake just hanging out. This is my first garter at this spot this year, not ever, but yeah, this is a good looking one. Hey. Oh. Awesome. Always love finding a garter, especially on the coastal plain where they're not as common, but even with these winds really picking up, stuff is still on the move. It's really cool. But I do think I'm going to try to edge this guy off the road a little bit, just because, like I said, I don't want a biker to run over him. But awesome. So 3 species today and snake number 8. All right, come on. Go ahead, buddy. Come on. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Here you go. Get off the path. Awesome. And I got musked. Alright, good luck hearing with this wind. But this was a triple flip. There were 3 racers under here. But I just got these guys in hand. This one is little. This one probably just lost its blotched pattern. I want to say last year. And then this one's about a sub-adult. But 2 healthy looking snakes. I'll let you go. Hey. And look at you. I know. You're a big bad racer. You're handsome. You can go too. You want to go back under your cover? Alright. Well, that was awesome. Triple flip. So that's... Let's see, that garter was number 8. That's 11 snakes today on this windy day. Too cool. Alright, and under this piece of tin were snakes 12 and 14. There's 2 more racers, both of them were decent size. Just got one. But this one is definitely good looking and healthy. Racers are my most common find here at this spot. And as you can see, on a windy day, found 5 of them. We're not even done yet. But this is a good looking snake. The other one was probably just about this one size. But racers are really common here on the Delmarva Peninsula. They tend to thrive in these coastal plain habitats. There's plenty of stuff to eat. They'll eat other rodents, they'll eat lizards and skinks, but they'll also eat other snakes too. That's actually one of their favorites. They probably eat other snakes just as much as king snakes do, believe it or not. But definitely one of my favorite species. I always love finding these guys no matter how common they are. Awesome. Alright, so this is pretty cool. Just got to this next spot and found another really big water snake out basking right here. This is a really good sized one. It's my first water snake at this spot, but I just started coming to this spot last summer, so more than likely in the heat of the summer all of this was overgrown. But pretty cool. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer, see if I can get a better picture. Here's a much better shot of this guy. I don't know if this is as big as the last one I saw, but this is a very healthy northern water snake. Awesome. That's snake number 14 today. Alright, just flipped this skink. For a second I thought it was a smaller broadhead, but I did the labial counts right there, and it looks like it's just 4, so that means it's a 5 line, but decent sized one. I think this might be a sub-adult female. Sure, you go ahead. Awesome. So no snakes at this spot. Well, 1 big water snake and 1 skinks, but it's starting to get cold. I wouldn't be surprised if it's under 50 degrees now. And the wind's picking up still, as it's been the whole time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start hiking back to the car and start making my way back up north. But not a bad day herping. 14 snakes, 4 species. Alright, so I just got to this first spot down on the eastern shore, and we saw a little fence lizard earlier, and flipped this board that I placed here probably just a few months ago, and found my first fossorial that I've ever found at this spot. It's a little eastern worm snake. Believe it or not, this is my first worm snake of the season. Thought I'd find a few at my other spot that I frequent, but they've just evaded me. But yeah, pretty cool. Not bad. This is only my second flip of the day. I'll take it. So of course, when I find two adult king snakes just hanging out together, I mess up any audio that I tried to put together with this video because I was just too excited. But this voiceover will do. I'm a little bit more calm now, even though this was an amazing find. Definitely a mating pair that was hanging out together. They weren't like locked or tied or anything like that when I found them, so either they're going to in the future or they already did. But either way, it's just awesome to know that the population's going to keep on going. But on top of that, just like both snakes fresh out of shed, both have beautiful patterns, are a healthy size. I mean, I couldn't ask for a cooler find. And especially just in like that type of habitat and everything, it just seems like it suits them really well. Plenty of other rodents and other snakes and lizards for them to eat at this spot. But yeah, trying to photograph two king snakes together is impossible when you're alone, so I had to let the smaller one go. But this male here is just an absolute unit of a snake. I mean, this thing is the size of some large rat snakes that I find. I mean, just every bit of 5 feet long. And he was heavy. And he was strong. I mean, it was like a workout trying to corral this snake. But like I said, this was the coolest find that I've had this year. I mean, this even rivals finds that I had last year. And last year I found like a few king snakes and some hog noses and stuff. But like I said, just this instance with finding two adults that are both in really good shape at the same time, that's just enough to like make my year here. I mean, like I said, I'm a little bit speechless and don't have too much else to say about this. I tried to get as many good pictures of this guy as I could, but like I said, he didn't want to sit still too long either. But I'm not going to be disappointed and say that's all I've got for you guys, because what a way to round out Easter weekend. That's when I found this guy. And then just all of the stuff before that was really cool too. So this was just an awesome way to end it. But that's all I got for this video, guys. With the weather getting nicer, I'm going to be trying to put out a video every week. I'm starting to get a lot more content. Stuff is on the crawl. We are in the full swing of spring, and I'm going to keep trying to put stuff out there for you as long as I keep on finding stuff. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.